Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today guys, I'm going to be telling you guys about my opinion on, basically the flexible smartphones. And in my opinion, this was basically a dream to anybody, 5, 6 years ago, and even 3 years ago, for that matter, until it finally came to reality. The flexible smartphones, the foldable smartphones, the flip phone smartphones, and basically everything in tech. If you, follow the tech industry, everything, the companies just work on, just get it out there and make it evolve as fast as possible. So now, last year we just got the Galaxy Fold, and now Samsung has just improved it to its a better state. In my opinion, it was a better state than before by a long shot. The gigantic notch and the memes about it is gone. It's just been cut down to a singular, hole punch hole in the center of the device. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any of those flexible smartphones. Not only the ones from Samsung, but ones from Motorola. I don't have any of them because basically I don't have the money to get them, and I don't have the huge following for for them to send it to me. But what can I do? Like me posting a video on it and telling you guys about my opinion as a tech YouTuber is better than nothing. Now, what I've learned and what most people learned about the tech industry is that it evolves, fast. Basically like 10 years ago, and no, not 10 years, like, 13 years ago, we were used to those, flip phones and the slide phones from Nokia and Motorola, and, until Apple came in and changed the game when Steve Jobs introduced the first ever iPhone in 2007. And that smartphone, for the price that it was in, around $400, Samsung at that time, I remember, released a smartphone that was not as well known, but it was at the price of $1,000. Basically, that phone, just is dead. And Apple, when they released this smartphone, they released a game changer. And they proved that, smartphones can be, have a better potential and can be pushed to their full potential when you take away the keyboard, because the keyboard is basically a limitation to the screen. And since then, companies have been working on getting bigger screens on smaller smartphones so that the smartphone, can fit in your pocket without, any trouble. So basically, if you remember the Galaxy Note from maybe 10 years ago, and it evolved after the Note 7. The Note 7, I know it exploded, but it had a gigantic body with maybe a 6-inch screen, no, less than 6 inches, with a less than 6-inch screen. But in my opinion, why would you have a small screen in a big smartphone body? That's just a waste of space, and things like that. So then companies try to work on maximizing the screen of the smartphone while maintaining the body, not enlarging it, so that it could still fit in your pocket. And part of that continued when Samsung introduced the Galaxy Fold. Now, basically, there was a company who just all cared about was to be first, and they beat smartphone to the punch by releasing a trash foldable smartphone. If you don't know what I'm talking about the Royal Flex Spy. The Royal Flex Spy. I can't even pronounce that right. Well, when this smartphone came out, it was basically trash. Everybody said not to buy it, and people were surprised that they even managed to sell these to some people. Now, this smartphone from Royale cost basically $1,200, maybe $1,300, and it's not the price that is the issue, but the phone was basically trash, and paying that kind of money on a smartphone that is trash is not worth it. So basically, Samsung saw that and they just, went, okay, we're going to re-innovate, the foldable smartphones, where they showed a prototype that was already better than the Royal Flex Spy, and they showed it on stage with dark lights because they were not allowed to show the design. The guy on stage wasn't allowed to show the design, and they didn't want to. And so basically, one guy just caught an image of it while the lights were on, and it was basically a gigantic bezel on the top. You can watch Marquez Brownlee's video about that. And yeah, since then, Samsung released alongside the S10 and the S10 Plus the Galaxy Fold. Now, this smartphone got a lot of mixed reviews until it got on people's hands. It started, you know, having some problems. Basically, people were thinking that this screen layer was a screen protector and they were peeling the screen protector off, and that basically killed the device. And in my opinion, you shouldn't even be calling it screen protector after that. It should be called as a main part of the display. So Samsung was forced to take back all their Galaxy phones that they have sent to reviewers, and they worked a full 6 months or even more, maybe a lot of months into this. Basically, they just refined it, fixed a couple of tweaks here and there, and basically handed out the new version, the retail version of the Galaxy Fold, where they basically just tuck the plastic screen under the plastic bezel of the phone. Now, you are used to the smartphones having the smartphone bezels, not being, like being basically part of the glass, but the Galaxy Fold has a plastic bezel and you could feel it when you run over it. And yeah, so this is basically like a plastic bump uh, where they, put the plastic screen underneath. And in my opinion, that is a great way to fix it. So now not anybody can peel it off. Now you can peel it off if you want to. If you want to ruin your phone by taking off the plastic, the plastic buffer and removing it. But I don't recommend you do that. And if you do that and you spend that kind of money on a smartphone that you want to ruin, that's just basically a waste of money. If you want to do it for entertainment purposes, do you. But then Samsung released the Galaxy Z Flip, and in my opinion, when Samsung released this phone, and basically Motorola had the idea to bring back the Razr in a form of a foldable smartphone, basically a foldable flip phone. In my opinion, those two phones are basically useless because I don't know why this basically doesn't give any benefit to the idea of a foldable smartphone being this idea that this gigantic screen can fit in your pocket. Like imagine a tablet like this iPad right here can be folded and can fit in your pocket. And yeah, so this was basically the idea of it. And basically having a flip phone that folds open, basically you get a tiny screen anyways. The screen of the biggest smartphone is no match to an iPad, basically, in terms of size. So Samsung released a newer version, the Galaxy Z Fold, which was, had a bigger screen than the previous one, a 7.8 inch or 10-inch display. And I don't know what the screen size is, and basically it was bigger, and it had the singular hole punch cut out on one end of the foldable screens. And and this phone was better than the previous one. And in my I think, in my opinion, I think that this, the Galaxy Z Fold is an actual, foldable smartphone that will, last you a couple of years if you don't wreck the screen, and well, will be more durable than other, foldable phones. Now, I haven't seen durability tests on it yet, but yeah, this is how it's looking up to be. Now, I don't recommend by any means that you guys buy any foldable smartphone right now because they are not designed for durability. They are not yet ready for actual, smartphone use, the smartphone slabs that we're used to. But maybe, as the tech evolves, maybe we can actually, regular customers get to buy these new kind of smartphones, maybe 2 or 3 years from now. And if the tech really evolves fast, maybe 1 year, 2 years from now, you could get your hands on one. I hope so, because I want one as well, but unfortunately I can't get one because the price tag is too high. But imagine this. Imagine they get so advanced that they take a 21-inch display, like a 21-inch, that's like the size of a small TV, and basically put about 3 hinges on it basically, and you can fold the TV and become the size of a tablet, and you can fold the tablet to become the size of a smartphone. That one, I really wish that happens. I know it's a bit far, from reality, but technically it is possible if you put a lot of work and effort into it. Anything like this can happen. But I hope that this is their goal, because this will be the actual meaning of taking a small screen to put it in your pocket. Now imagine you could put an entire TV in your pocket. I won't say no to it. Like, but now, like, actually maybe like 2 years there will be the size of this iPad, sixth generation, and that you can take the screen size and you can fold it to a smartphone size. But yeah, imagine like a 21-inch screen, TV screen, being folded to, maybe a 22-inch one, a 22-inch TV screen being folded into uh, an 11-inch tablet, and the 11-inch tablet will be folded into a 5.5-inch smartphone. That tech, I'm really, really rooting for it. I don't know if other people are rooting for it. I don't know if you guys are going to root for it. Just comment down below if you watch this video. And yeah, so basically that's been my opinion. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.